Hey YouTube viewers, welcome back to another tutorial here in Miner's Haven. Now you can see there's a box in here. I'm going to try and run and get it real quick. My last video, I just finished a video talking about the billions, and I was gone for maybe 5-10 minutes at the most with it rendering and compressing, and when I left, it was, gosh, 100 billion, and you can see in 10 minutes with this setup, I've generated about $13 trillion. So we'll just go ahead and do a quick run through of the setup. You got 8 diamond mines, and you can see these little blue numbers above each of the ore. That is because of the ore tracker. And the ore tracker is only from the masked man. He may have it, he may not have it. He's only here on the weekend since the May 2016 update. Great for these videos, great for your first couple rebirths if you're working on that. Not really a great item post rebirth 1 through 5, I would say, because once you get to that, you get powerful items. You don't really need to know the value of the ores above their head as they go through. What's also good is if you have one of these, other players in the game, in the server, can see the numbers. Traditionally, if you look in the furnace, you can't see what's going through, but if you have the ore tracker, other players can see the value of your ores. So, let's give a rundown. I've got 8 diamond mines again with the ore tracker going into an orange teleporter. Here's my orange receiver with 1 ore purifier and 3 magnifiers. This will take the ore to just under $4,000 before it hits the iron polishers, so 3.9k. And then it gets upgraded through here, and leaving it's about $15,000 when it leaves here. Goes through your 7 precision ore refiners, 8 way up highs, and 7 digital ores. That is the front end of my upgrading system, and you can see because of it my ore is at limit, where I'm making about 154 billion a second, pretty high. And this is the tail. My tail won't change ever, really. It'll change when I start getting rebirth items. But from here, it's going to be pretty much the same. Where you go is to any color teleporter and receiver. I chose the green ones and the orange ones because I had those from mystery boxes. Going into 30 portable ore advancers. 4 professional upgraders. You can only use 4 of these because that's the max that ore will get upgraded by them. These are 10%. If you don't have the Dorito upgraders, because of Dorito bags, that's fine. You'll probably get them in mystery boxes. I've gotten 13 so far. And I haven't bought a single one of them with unobtainium crystals. I just get them from the boxes. Going into professional ramp because it makes it super easy to get into my 3 ore zappers. These are $14,000 a piece, and at 16 trillion, it's really no money whatsoever. These upgrade the ore by 25%, max 3 of them, so that's them. And then into 6 industrial iron ore welders. When they are shields are white, they get upgraded. When they are dark and black, they don't get upgraded. And it's just because I'm at my ore limit. And I got the triple ore going into each one of these to activate it. You do have to have the coal that go into these to activate it. You can see there's no coals dropping, they aren't activating it, and each one of these are not getting upgraded and staying dormant. I have my Heavenly Forge. If you've got a better furnace, use it. Go ahead and remove it for right now. And as you can see, I've got a bunch of items, some of these being rebirth items. You're going to start wanting to add your scanners. The reason why I have 2 right now is I've bought 2. I like to use 4, and the reason I like to use 4 is it doesn't get upgraded 4 times. As that red bar moves back and forth, if it ore touches that red bar, that's what upgrades it. And 4 of them just seems to be the right number to upgrade any ore that's passing through. So that's why I use 4 of them. So now my ore is upgraded by 3 by these when they go through, and into the mid-50 billions as they start hitting the Heavenly Forge. Great way to, again, build money and build cash. Now, if you have been fortunate, and you can see as you hit your ore limit, things really do slow down. With your ore, they just go slower. If by chance you've opened boxes, and you have gotten items like the Pirate's Loot Collector. Great item to use without any of this. It's really great to use with Ninja Diamond Mine, because each one of these produce $1,000 worth of ore. So when they drop into the pirate's loot collector locker, they're worth $37.5 million per ore. Pretty good if you're not in the billions and trillions of stage, because with each of these ore being in the billions, $37 million ore just really doesn't hold the same value. So now that I'm getting into the higher numbers, I'm going to want to start building my painite and my Schrodinger setup. That is what's going to take you into your quadrillions. So you've got this. If you can buy a better furnace, buy one. You can sit here and I can buy a sacrificial altar. So I'll go ahead and buy one of those. I'll remove, and you think that this is big. Go ahead and remove that, and I'll put my sacrificial altar down. A little bit bigger. So now the Heavenly Forge multiplied it by 5. The oops, did not mean to remove that. The sacrificial altar multiplies it by 7. Pretty powerful. Go ahead and remove this. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. So another 21 billion more. So now as you're building up, you're going to want to start buying your painite. The reason why we buy painite is it's speculative, but it seems it works for me. The painite seems to go through Schrodinger's a little bit better. So the max that I use is 5 painite. I don't know why, I just buy 5. Seems like a good number to me, plus it doesn't surpass my ore limit, so that's why I use 5 painite mines. And they're worth 14.5 trillion, it's kind of expensive. And you can see that the items that I'm going to get next, before I put it into the Schrodinger's, is you want to make sure that your value of your ore is high enough to pull this into your Schrodinger setup. So the 2 items that you're going to want to get for your next item, you're going to want to get your cursed ore purifiers and your free blast upgraders. I've done the math on this. In order to keep your ore limit down, you're going to want to buy just 1 cursed ore purifier. And then you're going to want to buy 25 Freon Blast upgraders. And you can see I don't even have the cash to buy 25 right now. So I'm going to have to wait a little while to build enough to buy 25 of these. I need $43.3 trillion. Won't take too long at this stage to get it, but it's a little bit of a waiting game to get to that stage. Another great way to build money quickly is to get the sacrificial cell. Dropping your painite into the sacrificial cell will make the ore, you can see it multiplies it by 50 million when painite hits it. So your painite, when it hits the sacrificial cell, will be worth 80 billion. 80 billion. That's a high number. And if you're going to do it right, don't put 2 painite mines into the sacrificial cell. In my next video, I'll show you that. By 1, use the ore replicator and put the ore replicator on one side so that it replicates the ore and drops it in. It'll reduce your price by half and increase your value. So that is it for this video as we get prepared to set up for our painite. You see we bought in a few items to get prepared for it. If you guys have questions, place them in the comments. I'll answer them the best that I can. And you can see I really haven't started changing any of my tail yet. I'll eventually start changing the beginning, my upgrading portion of my setup, but I really won't ever change the end of it. So again, comments, questions, if you like the video, if you want to subscribe, go ahead and do that, and I will keep making these videos in order to best serve the community. Just using math that I find most appropriate and best setup for myself. So, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.